It may be called for Lordship, not in record.
Item one,
One Lordship.
motion.
Motion. Public.
My lord, this matter may be listed for admission on Saturday, my lord, on 5th of August.
What?
Matter released to compassionate appointment. Here notice was issued in the month of May, my lord. Thereafter, it has not been listed.
This contempt matter, it is still not comply with. Well, can it be next Wednesday on 9th?
9th will be difficult. 11th.
Highly obvious.
May I please, your lordship?
Mm.
May I please, your lordship?
Mm.
With the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 25. Your lordship may kindly adjourn the matter for the day and
Have
allow
you
it.
given your mention slip?
Yes, lordship, yesterday evening.
Item 25. Okay, your MS?
We show a lordship on behalf of Mr. J. Chutia.
JHUK, okay. On request made on behalf of Mr. JHUK and Standing Council,
KAAC,
AAC. List the matter after
2 weeks, lordship.
2 weeks.
Obliged.
Yeah, please, your lordship. So I beg to mention item number 26, lordship. My
Yeah.
senior health is not well, lordship. So kindly pass on.
You have not given your mention slip, isn't it?
Yes, lordship.
Then wait for your turn.
Obliged.
I beg to mention item number 2, my lord. I have taken consent from the other side, my lord. Item may be taken on next, my lord.
After, wait for your turn. You have not given your mention slip.
Yes, ma'am.
That too, they have not taken the consent. We have run a long distance to attend the case. You should take the consent previous time.
Exactly, that's what I, wait for your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
May it please, your lordship.
Mm.
I beg to mention item number 16, my lord. With the consent of the petitioner, my lord. There is a, we request.
Here also no mention slip. Wait for your turn.
May I please, your lordship? I'm praying for listing of the matter for orders, lordship. Any date in the next week?
Fourteenth.
Lordship, to mention item 24, we have received telephonic consent from the respondent side, Lordship.
You wait for your turn. You have not given your mention slip.
Item 23, my lord, some accommodation is required, my lord. At the last
Wait,
hearing.
wait for your turn.
Obliged.
Please, Lordship. My lord, the additional deputy commissioner, my lord, Tamurpur pass an order, my lord, speaking order in item number 1, my lord, that has been under silence, my lord. I filed a petition yesterday, my lord. Maybe come up tomorrow, my lord.
Why tomorrow?
My lord, when the today, my lord, itself, my lord, the item number 1 also there, my lord.
It will come on Friday, Saturday.
My lord, Saturday is a working day, my lord. Maybe, my lord. On 5th, my lord. My lord.
Item 1 of daily list.
My lord,
So
this
this-
matter will come up on Friday, Saturday, my lord.
Okay, on request made by Sarani and then the council for the petition. This the matter on please.
Highly obliged, my lord.
You can take. It will carry.
30 of supplementary list. Motion.
May it please, your lordship. One of this application is directed against an order of transfer. The order your lordship will get at my lord page 29. Before your lordship reads the order, I'll give a little background, my lord. The petitioners before lordship, they are my lord senior assistants in the establishment or office of the inspector of schools in Kachar district. Now, their appointing authority is the director of secondary education. And this transfer order has been passed by the district commissioner, which is without jurisdiction. I'll come to the relevant rules, my lord. If your lordship kindly reads the impugn order at page 29. Whereas it appears from the records that the Office of the Inspector of Schools, CDC, that is Kachar District Circle, Silchar, had 6 number of head assistant, senior assistant, and 1 number of junior assistant prior to joining of the new recruits under the SLRC, that is State Level Recruitment Committee. Whereas 10 numbers of new recruits, junior assistants had joined in the Office of the Inspector of Schools, CDC, Silchar, on 15/6/2023. And there are many schools in the district which sanction posts of senior assistant, junior assistant, but actual strength is nil or less than the sanction strength. Thus, in view of the administrative exigency and better delivery of public service, the following senior assistants are hereby transferred and posted in the schools where there are sanctioned vacant posts, but actual strength is nil, and the following junior assistants is hereby transferred and posted in the school where there is vacancy and actual strength is less than the sanctioned number of posts. Now, these 6 persons are the petitioners before your lordship. The first 5 are the, my lord, senior assistants, and the last one is the junior assistant. Now, this is important, my lord. The transport staff will draw their pay and salary, etc., from the parent office as usual. That is the Office of the Inspector of Schools. Then your lordship may kindly also come to the next page. At page 31 of the original, page 31, copies are endorsed to the Additional Deputy Commissioner Education, Inspector of Schools, Principal of the respective schools, and no copy has also been endorsed to the Director of Secondary Education. Now, my lord, my submission before your lordship is that, my lord, the rules that are applicable in case of the petitioners, that is called, my lord, Assam Public Service Direct Recruitment to +3 and 4 posts, rules 1997. And my lord, originally they were appointed, my lord, in the Inspector of Schools office, and they were also promoted in the same office. So they are at separate establishments. So far as the, my lord, the ministerial staff of the schools are concerned, those are governed by, my lord, Assam Secondary Education Provincialized Schools Service Rules 2018. So, my lord, there are 2 sets of different rules, and the appointing authority and promoting authority is the Director of Secondary Education. Now, my lord, this district commissioner has issued this order without jurisdiction, which is without jurisdiction, and even the, my lord, director has not been informed of this order. If your lordship, my lord, sees, my lord, these persons, the reason being, my lord, the reason given in the order is that some new junior assistants have been appointed on 15/6/2023 in the Office of the Inspector of Schools, and the old persons have been, my lord, shunted out to different schools far away from the Inspector of Schools. So, my lord, I am challenging this as being without jurisdiction and high-handed. And therefore, my prayer would be, my lord.
How do you say it's without jurisdiction?
Because, my lord, the Inspector of Schools is a separate organization under the, my lord, Director of Secondary Education. And Director of Secondary Education is the, my lord, authority to appoint, my lord, senior assistants and also the promoting authority of the senior assistants. He has neither been consulted, nor, my lord, there is any, my lord, delegation of power that has been given to the my lord, district commissioner. And district commissioner on his own has passed this order. And this will affect our service conditions also, and more particularly your lordship will see, they will draw their salary from the Inspector of Schools. That means this is some kind of attachment order. So attached to different schools at different locations, my lord, away from the place where they were initially recruited, posted, and appointed.
Have you joined?
No, my lord, this is an order of 31st of July, my
It
lord.
says with immediate effect.
Immediately we have come, my lord. We have not been released. That statement we have had.
Yes, so happens.
Sir, I appear for the respondent number 3, my lord, the district commissioner, my lord. My lord, let me take the instruction, my lord. Short notice, my lord. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll get the instruction.
Let him obtain the instruction, my lord. Until that time, my lord, the status quo on today's salary should be maintained, my lord.
Okay, Chowdhury, Senior Counsel, Assistant Prime Minister.
And Khan.
Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Stop. Mr. G. Bekul, Governor Advocate, shall receive instruction in the matter. Release the matter on 5th Saturday,
Tomorrow, my lord, yeah.
Saturday.
No, tomorrow, my lord.
You want it tomorrow?
My lord.
Yes, tomorrow maybe
Saturday,
difficult. Hostage,
Saturday also.
just a matter of stuff. In the meantime, status quo as on today shall be maintained with regard to the order dated 31/7/2023 issued by the District Commissioner Pachar Silcha, transferring the petitioners to, by which the petitioners have been transferred.
Highly obliged.
31 of supplementary list, admission, part third matter.
May it please your lordship. My lord, in this case, an affidavit has been filed on behalf of the university. Otherwise, my lord, I addressed your lordship, they have also addressed,
Yes.
but in between they have filed an additional affidavit where they want to take a stand that the regulation of which we are alleging violation is rather they have not been able to put the proper word in disuse, as the word Supreme Court has said, my lord. My lord, it is something like sun rising in the west. The Christ was not crucified, something like that. My lord, we all know the manner in which an act can be framed, manner in which legislations can be enacted. And we also know the situation when an legislation, my lord, ceases to have effect. A statement of, an affidavit will say, this act is, this ordinance is not in force, therefore there will be no, not in force. Well, it is unheard of, my lord. Kindly see what is their stand. There in their additional affidavit, paragraph 2.
1 minute.
Yes. To suit their requirements, sometimes they will say it is applicable, sometimes they will say it is not applicable. Well, is it the ipse dixit of the authority? There should be some sense of responsibility, my lord.
Yes.
Paragraph 2. That this additional affidavit has been filed in terms of order dated 27/23, passed in the instant proceeding, wherein Honorable Court directed respondent to indicate as to whether Krishnakanto Hendigoy State Open University employees academic and non-academic service condition appeal rules 2019 is in draft stage or has been adopted by the university. The deponent humbly begs to state that with regard to the service of the service rule of the employees of the Krishnakanto Hendik State Open University, same is in existence but not in force. As the matter is under active consideration of the administration, and Honorable Vice Chancellor is trying to identify the areas anomalies that require modification for better governance of the matter relating to employees of the university. Well, not I can appreciate this registrar who has filed this affidavit. He may not have that legal understanding. Now, what is the meaning of this, my lord? Is in existence but not in force. At least in 34 years, I have not come across any such amendment, my lord. An act has been enacted. It has received the President of India. It is in operation, but to use their language, my lord, is not in force. With all respect, my lord, there cannot be any such concept. It is an absolute misconception. Either you say the regulation has been approved and it is in force, or you say it has been repealed, or it has been struck down by a court of law, being unconstitutional. Now, kindly take our reply, my lord. Page, it starts at page number 238. In fact, we have annexed the proceedings of the 53rd meeting of the Board of Management. And if your lordships would kindly come to, my lord, page 245, that this is one of the query of your lordships, my lord.
Yes.
A resolution number BM 53/5/2019. Resolved that Krishnakanto Hendigoy State Open University employees, academic, non-academic, service condition, conduct and appeal rule 2019 be approved. It is approved. So after this, my lord, some subject satisfaction of some registrar based on some legal advice is unheard of, my lord. Therefore, my lord, this is a point which is not even worth considering. My vision and idea. Otherwise, my lord, I have prepared a written argument, my lord. Yes, where I have indicated all the points. If this was the only bone of contention, my lord, because we are trying to invoke that conduct rule where they wanted to say. Otherwise, my lord, I have made exhaustive argument, and my lord, that's my written argument. That a copy of the Tamil deliver.
You have to say that. That's it, no?
I have indicated all the case laws, my lord, which I have relied.
Who appears on the other side?
Actually, they have also done their argument, my lord. Only this was one of the point they asked on based on that affidavit. And I have given the proceedings of the Board of Management, my lord, wherein it was approved. And perhaps that was one of the query of your lordship in the last order.
My lord, the learned advocate general would like to give a reply, my lord. My lord, maybe please to fix the matter on Tuesday, my lord.
This is lingering on. For a small one-page affidavit,
My lord,
which is counted in the reply.
our arguments are over, my lord. We've already submitted our written argument, my
But they
lord.
can give the written argument, my lord.
Have you given your
Yes,
written
but
argument?
we had submitted on the previous day, my lord.
Huh? This purpose. Shall we conclude?
Please, my lord, or his lordship may be pleased to give a liberty. If required, my lord, we'll file another reply, my lord, small reply. If
Now, after we conclude, how can you file it?
lordship,
My lord, it's a matter of record, whether it was approved or not. There's nothing to deny or
That is done.
unless they can show that by another resolution of the board, my lord, this was undone.
lordship, if lordship permits, lordship another date, if required, my lord.
Okay. This is the last time I'm
Yes,
adjourned to the
lordship.
matter.
Yes,
I
lord.
think we've heard enough. Heard Mr. K. N. Chowdhury, the senior counsel, assisted by Mr. N. Gautam.
Yes.
General counsel for the petitioner. On request made on behalf of the cycle and he will not be the advocate general, isn't it?
My lord, he appears as the advocate general in this matter, my lord. For KKHSU.
Advocate general appearing on behalf of the respondents. This the matter on when?
Tuesday, lordship. Tuesday, lordship, 8th of August.
8 August.
Deeply august.
Sir, I'm extremely sorry I could not taken consent from the opposite side, my lord. But I have taken consent from the Standing Council Higher Education, my lord. But my senior ISAG is out of station, my lord. Therefore, I'm praying adjournment, my lord.
Chama?
Yes,
On request made on on behalf of Mr. I. Cycle and the counsel for the petitioner. List the matter after 1 week.
My lord, on 10th, my lord.
No, we are not fixing a date. You are adjourning the matter.
Yes, my lord, 1 week, my lord.
After 1 week. Mr. S.
Yes,
Priya, Leonard, Standing Council,
Higher Education.
request for the Higher Education Department. And Mr. H. Amal, Leonard, Standing Council, UGC, appears for response number 5.
Sure.
3, 4, and 5.
Kindly pass over this matter for timing.
Regarding that, my lord, issuing of NOC to the petitioner institution, that we have filed a report. It's there in the report, I think.
You file your report? Yes, sir. Where's Majumdar?
He's leaking another copy.
After some.
6 and 7.
Here I am respondent. Lordship. The petitioner has filed, Lordship has started matter, Lordship has right to file affidavit to Guwahati University. I think Guwahati University has filed. Lordship. Petitioner is not present. Lordship. This case, Lordship, he was not called for the interview, Lordship, in the Guwahati University, and I have been appointed, Lordship. So Lordship has produced the records, and Lordship says that he will not be prejudiced if you file.
Who appears for Guwahati?
Guwahati University, Lordship, TJ Fukan, Lordship. Lordship, may I inform you after some time?
I'm sorry, Your Lordship. These two matters relates to selection, Your Lordship. The main issue in the first matter was the petitioner, both the cases, the petitioners were not even called for the interview, though they are otherwise eligible. On the last occasion, Your Lordship directed the university. They actually said that there was some particular rule or regulation on which they are following. I have given one. They said they have another one. I don't know whether they have produced that or not.
They're supposed to file in affidavit.
Yes,
Have
they have not filed.
Where's Fukan?
What my learned friend, Mr. Fukan, on that day said was actually not correct. I verified it. Because in 2018 regulation is applicable and the university in this case have stated that the earlier regulation does not have IQAC. So they utilize IQAC in this case because IQAC come under the 2018 regulation. So this matter was ultimately the interview was held in 2020. So they invoked the IQAC and then they issued this particular IQAC has given a particular, I think, writing that the petitioner is not eligible. But in fact, he is eligible, Your Lordship. That on that day, I actually showed Your Lordship one particular document. I think even that is there, where the university has taken a call. That is at E, and that is also actually annexed in the second petition. But I also gave a copy of that. The first meeting of the committee for finalizing following matters was held on 22/11/2018. Just one copy as E and 2. Like this. It is there. That day, Your Lordship also said it was available. Because that specifically states that IQAC is applicable and 2018 regulation is.
Is it the meeting minutes?
Yes, yes. 22/11/2018. Yes. Here, Your Lordship, first, Your Lordship will see 1, 2, 3 application for format for direct recruitment as per UGC regulation 2018. So they cannot now say some other regulation.
But where's Fukan?
He's coming, Lordship. His junior has been going to.
I said,
Otherwise, Lordship, there is a Supreme Court judgment, Lordship, university can, Lordship. I have, university can assess their.
Yes.
We are going to file affidavit, today.
Huh?
Affidavit to आगे file करने में पूरी असर होगा
Maybe you'd like to file a rejoinder?
Lordship may fix, let them file it. They are saying that they will file it today. Then I will require some time at least to get my instructions. If required, I will file a resign, if required.
Heard Mr. Y.S. Manan and counsel for the petitioner. Stop. It is submitted on behalf of Mr. P.G. Fukan and its standing counsel Guwahati University. That they will be filing affidavit within the course of the day. Stop. How much time would you require?
At least a week's time, your lordship.
Is the matter? After 1 week?
Yes. Your lordship may fix a date because this matter has been pending.
17.
Lordship.
List the matter on 17.
Much of.
eight,
Very worship. The petitioner is challenging the answer of question number 96 of state exemption, which was attempted in a written test.
You are challenging what?
Lordship kindly see annexed to page 55.
Yes.
Question number 96, Lordship. The answer key provided by the respondent authority, option D is correct, but as per petitioner, option C is correct, Lordship. Thereafter, petitioner submitted a representation to the state appellate committee, but no action has been taken till date, Lordship.
Yes, who appears for the other side? RMSC.
I will say my friend will be appearing. My lord, your names are not reflected. Otherwise, my lord, it seems my lord petitioner is short by 1 mark. If he gets that 1 mark, probably he will come under the 5% relaxation.
You have no instructions?
My lord, actually, name is not shown, my lord. Otherwise, I can have the instruction.
This is in vernacular. Have you translated it?
No, Lordship.
The problem is I won't be able to understand what is there.
Yeah, my lord, the regular it comes down.
It's just one particular question, isn't it?
Yes, Lordship.
Question number 96.
Yes, Lordship.
Why don't you just translate this question number 93?
Very question. आदरणीय अदालत है ना?
Is a translation required, Mr. Gogoi?
Yes, ma'am. But my lord, here the main my lord crux is my lord regarding the spelling. This question, so translation will not help otherwise.
Will not help.
Yes.
Then how do I take care of this?
My lord, lordship will refer it to the state empowered committee to have a my lord examine this particular query of the petitioner. And if it is found that my lord,
Anyway, you take some
I
instruction.
will have the instruction. my lord.
Heard, Mr.
Are हम
Ahmad, then the counsel for the petitioner, Mr. B. Gogoi, then the standing counsel RMSC shall receive instructions. When do you want? When do you want?
My lord, let it be after 1 week.
This the
After.
matter.
yes.
9,
No, it's lordship. Kindly, madam, may pass over time me, your lordship. My senior is on the late. For more than a minute.
Lordship, Mrs. R. Davies' mother has died, Lordship. She is today, obsequial rights is there, Lordship. Correspond number 5 and 7, she is appearing, Lordship. So, madam, maybe let's take another 2 weeks. Lordship.
She's in bereavement.
She is in there. Today, Lordship, obsequial rights is there, Lordship. 1 month's right.
She's in bereavement.
She's in bereavement.
After 1 week also, Lordship.
After 1 week, in that case, my lord, we cannot object to that, my lord. After 1 week, my lord.
Heard, Mr. Adam Deka, then the counsel for the petitioner. It is submitted that MSR Devi, then the counsel for the respond number 5,
And 7.
7 is under bereavement. And praise that the matter be listed after 1 week. Praise allowed.
My lord, date may kindly be fixed, my lord. We have some urgency, my lord.
Next week also, Lordship, make a.
On 10th, my lord, if not inconvenient to lordship, my lord.
Then maybe a little difficult.
My lord, then my lord,
14th,
14 or my lord, can it be on a hearing day, my lord, on 17th, my lord?
okay, 17th.
And my lord, can we,
Mr. H. Amal, and
Delegation, you see.
standing counsel, appears for the EDC and Mr.
P Google, your lordship, respondent 6.
appears for respondent.
My lord, he may kindly be permitted to go to the records if lordship allows us, my lord.
Yeah, you can. Inside the courtroom.
Yes,
Record.
Actually, today is a 1 month of her mother's death, lordship. So some rights are absolutely rights are there today, so she could not come to them. Not.
record my.
10,
Wait, please, your lordship. Lordship, similar orders have been passed. Lordship, in the same writ petition, there are two challenges made, your lordship, to annexure G and annexure I. There are two
Annexure?
letters. Annexure G is at page 53, your lordship. Page 53. If your lordship sees that, your lordship, with reference to the subject and letter cited above, I'm directed to inform you that the government of Assam in Higher Education Department regret to consider the proposal for appointment of assistant professor in provincialized colleges who are from outside of the state. Subsequently, your lordship, there was a letter dated 10/2/2022, which is at page 56, your lordship. That the government has regretted to consider the proposal for appointment of assistant professor in provincialized colleges who are from outside of the state for favor of your necessary action. In fact, your lordship, both these communications have been set aside by this honorable court by the orders, your lordship, before your lordship. The relevant paragraphs are paragraph 14 and paragraph 32, your lordship, of both the writ petitions. The issues are the same. They've been set aside on violation of Article 16, your lordship, of the Constitution of India.
Paragraph?
Paragraph 14, your lordship. Paragraph 14 pertains to the letter dated 1st of February 2022. However, the Director of Higher Education, Assam, informed the college authorities of all the then your paragraph, your lordship, will come to paragraph number 32. 32, your lordship, 32, on the last page. Consequently, the communication dated so and so of the Director of Higher Education, Assam, informing the principals of all the provincialized colleges of Assam about the said decision of the state government in the Higher Education Department are not being tenable in law, is therefore set aside and quashed.
Yes.
Yes, that is my only submission, your lordship. The matters have been done, matters have already been dealt with. by the honorable court.
Give me your facts.
Yes, your lordship.
There was an advertisement.
There was an advertisement, your lordship. Your lordship, the advertisement, the relevant advertisement is at page 57, your lordship. 57 is a typed copy. '58 is the actual text, your lordship. The candidates must have permanent residential certificate and must know local language. In service candidates must apply through proper channel with NOC obtained from the concerned authority.
No, this is advertisement of.
Practice colleges, your lordship. The advertisement is dated 12th of February 2022. This advertisement was in compliance with the earlier challenged communications.
You applied for which post?
Applied for assistant professor, your lordship. Just a moment, your lordship. Geography, your lordship. Geography. There are two petitioners, three petitioners, in fact.
All three applied for geography.
No, your lordship. One has applied for geography The other is for Bengali. And the third, your lordship, is also for geography.
No, where do I get this? Where's the?
Your lordship, paragraph number.
No, where's the advertisement regarding geography?
Yes, yes. Yes, in fact, on page 58, your lordship,
Hmm.
the first column, the last portion of the column, your lordship, Prajuris College advertisement.
Hmm.
The vacant post of assistant professor, the second paragraph states physics, number of post 1. Thereafter, if your lordship comes down slightly, it reads as geography, unreserved, roster point 12.
1 minute, I can't find it.
Yes, the second, if I lordship can point it out, it's not legible, your lordship. It's a very small font.
Assamese is the Bhutani.
Yes, botany is there. Thereafter, your lordship would see education.
Hmm.
Thereafter, your lordship would see economics.
Hmm.
Thereafter, your lordship would see philosophy. Thereafter, your lordship would see Bengali.
Hmm.
Just before philosophy, your lordship, there is economics, your lordship.
There's no geography.
Yes.
Where is your statement?
Yes, 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 your lordship. That's the point. Category Assam, that's the point botany, that's the point botany. Education, economics, philosophy, category, Bengali, education qualification shall be this.
This is a simple advertisement. It is not the advertisement to which they appeared. It is a sample.
In fact, if your lordship sees, it is in pursuance of the DHE's letter that those posts have been advertised, your lordship.
No, in your pleadings, you have stated that it is a sample advertisement.
Yes, one of the sample advertisement is the fact that there are other advertisements also which are not annexed, your lordship, for sake of the brevity. The issue which was assailed in all the advertisement, your lordship, the petitioners got hold of only one advertisement where the issue was debarment of their candidature based on being outside the state. One is just an extract of the earlier.
Where's the advertisement that you responded?
We could not respond, your lordship, because we are barred.
No, but which advertisement?
In fact, your lordship, that has stated, your lordship has correctly pointed out that the advertisement at Annexure J is only one sample advertisement out of the other advertisement which are floated by the different colleges pursuant to the communications.
So till now you have not been selected.
I have not been selected. I have not even been granted an audience to provide my candidature. It's been 1.5 years.
No, to which advertisement you wanted to respond?
I wanted to respond to any of the advertisement which would have applied for, which would have advertised for my seats. Now, this was a sample advertisement, as your lordship correctly pointed out. One of the advertisement which was available to the petitioners for the purpose of the petition.
There's some problem here. This is not a covered matter.
This is a covered matter, your lordship. In fact, the last paragraph 32 of the earlier writ petition, your lordship, before your lordships. The communications have been set aside, your lordship, which debars candidates from outside the state from appearing.
in this two-writ petition.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which you have provided,
Yes,
they've appeared in the interview, they've appeared for for the recruitment process,
yes,
isn't it?
yes,
And after that only they would depart.
yes. But
Here you have not even appeared.
Here, the case is, Your Lordship, the pro forma statement which needs to be provided by the candidates for appearing before a college, that itself has debarred them on numerous
But
occasions. Your
where
Lordship.
is the department in the advertisement?
The debarment, the advertisement, Your Lordship, yes. Your Lordship would see the first paragraph. No, the second last paragraph, the candidates must have permanent residential certificate and must know local language. In service, candidates must apply through proper channel with NOC obtained from the concerned authorities. The PRC, the permanent resident certificate belonging to the state of Assam, was warranted by the colleges pursuant to the communications of the DHE. That is the only issue in the matter, Your Lordship.
That is the only issue.
Subject to Your Lordship.
Here you read the judgment. There's something else, something different.
Yes, in fact, paragraph 4, Your Lordship says that clause C of the same.
Here it says,
Yes, yes,
here the issue is, the facts is little different.
yes,
Petitioner appeared,
yes,
was found qualified,
yes,
was approved by the director, sent to the government,
yes,
government approved the matter.
yes,
Thereafter, this letter came.
yes, yes,
So that's why this court set aside these orders,
yes,
directed the respondents to appoint them. Here is a case
yes.
where you're challenging the clause.
The clause.
So
Yes.
you have to file your affidavit indicating for what reason this has to be, should not be set aside.
In fact, if Your Lordship, subject to Your
That's
Lordship.
the whole thing.
Yes, in
This,
fact,
this case will not cover this matter.
Your Lordship, the letter dated 10/2/2022, with utmost respect, Your Lordship, has already been set aside by this honorable court.
That is set
Yes,
aside. There's
yes.
no doubt about that.
Yes, yes,
But with regard to this case,
yes. The case of the petitioner is.
in this writ petition,
Yes,
both these writ petition,
yes.
they applied for the post,
They applied for the post.
responded
Yes,
to
Yes,
advertisements,
yes,
participated in the recruitment process.
Yes.
They were found eligible, selected, which was given approval by the director,
PhD,
sent to the government gave his approval.
yes,
Then after that only the issue came where that they will not be appointed as
Yes.
they are from outside the state.
yes,
So this court came to the conclusion that when they've been selected,
Yes.
you cannot have this conclusion. Give the reasons, let us see the reasons given in this.
yes. If the Lordship starts from paragraph number 19, with due respect, Your Lordship, paragraph number 19. That is when the aspect of law was dealt into Your Lordship by this honorable court.
Where's this office memorandum 8/11/2018 and 25/11/2020?
Your Lordship, 1/10/2022 is at page 56. Page 56.
No, no, 8/11/2018 and 25/11/2020.
Yes, yes. It has not been annexed, Your Lordship, in this writ petition. Certain documents which are not available to us, Your Lordship.
Read para 24.
Yes. However, both of these office memorandums noted above do not specify any such clause that only the resident and or domicile of Assam shall be eligible to apply for the post of assistant professor in the provincialized colleges of the state. Moreover, the advertisement dated 6/11/2020 issued by the Kasar College Authority, pursuant to which the petitioner appeared, did not state the candidates must be from the state of Assam or must be a domicile of
So
Assam.
that is the difference.
In fact, Your Lordship, if Your Lordship sees this clause, the advertisement was dated 2020. So the process was initiated prior to the issuance of the letters
So
imputed.
that's why
Yes, so
there's
the,
a difference in this writ petition.
yes,
Here in this particular case.
Yes, Your Lordship.
There was no
Department.
department
earlier,
earlier.
yes,
On this ground, this court said, no, you are not correct. In your present case.
yes, Your Lordship,
There's only a department.
yes.
So you want to have this. It's up to you. It's up to you. You want to take a chance, I can dispose of this matter.
In fact, paragraph 29,
These facts are totally different.
Your Lordship would kindly see for a moment.
You should come with your stand.
Yes, sir.
Why this should not be allowed? I don't know.
No,
Just blindly saying that this is covered case. How can you say that? How can you say it's a covered case?
that's good. Otherwise, main.
You have to come with your stand.
Lordship. Otherwise, the main case, outside the candidate from outside the Assam. Is it
Your Lordship,
that is
for a moment, if Your Lordship kindly comes to paragraph 27. It may not be necessary, an affidavit may not be necessary, Your Lordship, for the stand taken by the state government in the earlier writ petition. If Your Lordship kindly comes to paragraph 27, Your Lordship. Paragraph 27. It is a submission that any department based on domicile falls afoul of Article 16. So basis the facts aside, on legal point also, Your Lordship, it is the state government's concession that it falls afoul of the constitutional mandate.
Where are these rulings? Another aspect.
Yes.
Now both these communications have been set aside.
Yes,
Anything survives in this writ
That's
petition.
that is what, if Your Lordship, in that light, Your Lordship will dispose of the matter, I'll be grateful for that. If your lordship just has that observation, because what has happened, your lordship, to be very fair, after the issuance of this OM, the petitioners were not granted an audience to apply for any college. Numerous colleges have passed by, your lordship. Now that
There's nothing, nothing.
That's the
survived.
nothing survives.
That's the thing.
What has happened, your lordship, with due respect, I submit, your lordship, that the authorities, respective authorities in colleges, they require an office, a court order with the name of the petitioners there, so that they can say that this debarment of domicile does not apply to you. That is what has happened on numerous occasions. In fact, we tried to rely and piggyback on this order, stating that the OMs are not in force anymore, so that let us participate in the process. Colleges have straightforward rejected. Although it is for their ignorance of law or for their refusal to understand what the law is. But that is what has happened, your lordship. That is the why I'm praying for your lordship that in light of the earlier order, if your lordship disposes this, I'll be grateful. Nothing survives. In fact, your lordship is very correct.
Nothing survived, we'll just close it.
Yes, your lordship will close it.
Or you
It's just-
can withdraw it as in structures.
I may not withdraw with your lordship. That might pose certain operational difficulties for my client, your lordship, because my client will be dealing with colleges where authorities are not bent on understanding the issue at hand. Your lordship is very correct. I cannot have any grievance to your lordship understanding, your lordship. In fact, your lordship will just say that in light of the quashing and setting aside of the earlier OMs and so, this matter is closed. If your lordship only has that observation, your lordship, the client will be benefited. The clients have been actually, since the month of February, your lordship, been going on to various colleges with the said orders, and they have not been granted any audience as of now. The time is also running out for them, your lordship.
But Mr. M. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr.
As Bhuyalos.
S. Bhuyan.
Higher
Learned
education.
standing counsel higher education. For the respondents,
One and two.
one and stop. This writ petition has been filed
Yes.
challenging the communication dated 1st February 2022,
Yes.
written by the Undersecretary to the Government of Assam Higher Education Department and addressed to the Director of Higher Education Assam.
And letter 20, and your lordship letter dated
1
10
minute.
20.
Whereby. No, written by the Undersecretary to the Government of Assam Higher Education Department, informing the Director of Higher Education Assam that the Government of Assam in the Higher Education Department regrets to consider the approval or consider the proposal for appointment of assistant professor in provincialized colleges who are from outside the state. Stop. The further challenge is also made to the communication dated 10th February 2022.
Yes.
Written by the Director of Higher Education Assam and addressed to the principals of all colleges. What college? Provincialized colleges.
Yes, yes, your lordship.
To the principals of colleges of like Mahavidyalaya. informing that the government of Assam in the higher education department, informing, forwarding the government letter dated 1/2/2022 with regard to no, 1/2/2022 on the subject of regret to consider the proposal for appointment of assistant professor in provincialized colleges who are from outside the state of, from outside the state. Stop. Both the communications dated para 1/2/2022 and 10 February 2022 has been set aside by this court in WBC number, in the, by order dated 21/2/2023, passed in WBC number 1268 of 2022. And
Same dated order, same order.
order dated 21/2/2023, passed in WBC 1262 of 2022. On the ground that the same is in violations of the principles of Article 16 of the Constitution of India. Stop. In that view of the matter, this court is of the considered opinion that nothing survives in the present. Accordingly, writ petition is disposed of.
Grateful.
11,
We need to.
Last one, in this case, that took time, my lord, for filing affidavit.
Yes,
Yes, that is some time may be required, Lordship, because we have not received the instruction yet.
heard Mr.
D. Gould.
D. Gogoi, learned counsel for the petition. Mr. A. R. Dabildar, learned standing counsel, higher education Assam, higher education.
Not.
Department is allowed another
Each time.
2 weeks time to file counter act.
Lordship, I am for respondent 3 and 4, your Lordship.
Mr.
V. Rajpayar.
Raj Goyal, learned counsel appears for respondents 3 and 4.
Lordship may record, my lord, harder huge time.
Is the matter of 2 weeks.
Obliged. Yeah, paper date, my lord. Any date, my lord, convenient.
Up to 2 weeks.
Highly blessed.
12, 13 and 14.
In this case, my lord, on 18, my lord, May, my lord, there is an order to produce the appointment letter, my lord. In the meantime, my lord, the governing body, my lord, interviews conducted, my lord, and appointed, my lord, Dr. Quilandas as the principal of the college. On 18 May, there is an order to produce the record, my lord. The record is with me, my lord. Also the appointment letter also, my lord. And he is not implicated in, he is not implicated, my lord.
18th of May.
18th of May, my lord. Honorable Justice S. Sekia, this is all.
Where is the report?
Yes,
My lord, if your lordship permits, I'll take 1 minute to give the background of that order.
and there is, my lord, another letter from the government of, my lord, on 10th of April 2022, my lord, 23, my lord. There is all those advertisements made, my lord. It should be completed, my lord, urgently, my lord. Otherwise, there's another, my lord, the principal selection committee will become, my lord. So, this was the urgency, my lord. This is the appointment letter, my lord. This is subject to outcome of this writ petition, my lord.
Yes.
Well, I'll just take only 2 minutes on. If your lordship looks at the writ petition page 33, this was the first advertisement.
Yes.
Milord, before my learned friend starts, Milord, since Milord, there is a subsequent development, a new principal has been appointed, Milord, without his impleadment. I think, Milord, this proceeding should not, Milord, proceed, Milord. Technically, Milord, it should have been implemented.
That is already in the appointment letter. I suppose my lord has seen that is subject to
And that
outcome of this
principle,
writ
new
petition.
principle has not been.
If this writ petition survives, then
No,
automatically that
subject
goes.
to the outcome of this. petition.
Yes, yes.
Whatever it is now that he has been appointed, he also has a right to be
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
After that, what decision this court takes,
Yes.
the appointment would be subject to that decision.
Yes.
But then before hearing him, how can we pass him out?
Otherwise, that new principal will be in the receiving end.
If you make the impleadment.
I don't know why my friend is so anxious about the receiving end of the
It's-
person
No,
who has
no,
been
forget
appointed.
about that. Let us go. See, he has been appointed.
Yes,
An adverse order is passed against him.
yes.
He'll come to court saying, I've not been heard.
No, I have come before.
No, you've come before.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, but subsequently he has been
In
appointed.
between, yes,
So the issue is now, he will have to be implemented,
yes.
given an opportunity of hearing. And then this court will pass an order, which will be, which the appointment of which will be subject to the outcome of that, of this court's order. That is the issue. Now, the one point is there. If you make an impleadment application, you will just be impleading him. Your grounds will not be there against him. 1 point. Or you can amend the writ petition. Whichever you want, way you want.
My lord, I think the appointment letter itself said outcome of this writ petition.
Correct.
This honorable court also said that appointment is subject to the outcome of this writ
Correct.
petition. So possibly I may not at this stage. Amendment may not be required because our ground will not improve. Our ground will stick to this only.
So it's up to you. If you don't want to amend, that's fine.
At present, my lord, let us have this writ petition only with the impleadment.
If you want an impleadment, if you want only for an impleadment, that's also fine with this court. It's up to you.
My lord, if my friends, they provide us with the particulars of the principle,
Particulars.
if I can have an appointment letter. As
Give him a copy of the appointment order
yes,
because you'll have to enclose that in the writ.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, my lord.
Now to enclose that writ petition,
My lord, on 18/5, the order was passed only with the background that we came as our case was not considered and fresh advertisement was issued. And on that day, we came to know in respect of the fresh advertisement, there was a loan candidate.
that is the,
My lord, 3 candidate applied, my lord. 3
that's a
candidate.
different matter.
Yes, ma'am.
That we'll consider that.
Yes, ma'am.
But as of now, maybe you'll have to implement it. Furnish him a copy of
Yes,
this
yes,
appointment.
yes, my
order.
lord, yes, ma'am. Today itself, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, my lord, I'll give a photocopy.
I understand, my lord. That person also deserves
That is the.
to be heard.
Because whatever it is, supposing if any adverse order is passed, again, he'll come back to. court
Yes,
saying
I
I was
understand.
not heard.
Yes, ma'am.
we are otherwise given the question that it is the subject to outcome of the writ petition.
Subject to the outcome.
Even in the appointment letter, I suppose.
Yes, my lord, it is the.
Appointment letter is-
Yes. Because of my lord, there's a 10 April, there's a letter from the government, my lord. Otherwise, this everything will freeze, my lord. The new advertisement as per principal selection commission, my lord.
That part.
Yes,
will-
yes, yes, my lord.
You come with the
Yes.
replacement application.
Yes.
My lord, government passes some order. Suppose we say, in that regard, the case is pending. Will the government say anything? These lame excuses at this stage.
But Mr. J. Abidin, learned counsel for the petitioners.
My lord, there are two connected petitions. Even my friend is there.
Oh,
I think.
you, 1 minute. Heard Mr. J. Abidin, learned counsel for the petition in WC 5457 of 2022. Also heard Mr. I. Hassan, learned counsel for the petitioners in WBC 4960 of 2022 and 5156 of 2022. Stop. Para. Mr. S.K. Mehdi, learned
And for first one, my lord, respondent 5 and 6, my lord.
respondent number 5 and 6 submits.
And
Has
And my other
produced
case, my lord,
reports.
7, 6 and 7, my lord.
And the records indicate that one Dr. Kalyan Das has been appointed as the principal of Brahmadesh Barwa College, Gauripur. However, the set by order dated 15/5/2023. Stop. With the condition that his appointment would be subject to the outcome of the writ petitions
Present writ petition.
of the present writ petition. Stop. Learned counsel for the petitioners. In all the writ petitions, praise for how much time?
My lord, this impleading will need. My lord, only one aspect, my lord. Suppose the newly appointed person have filed a caveat. Will that implement requirement will be over?
No,
Because the caveat is filed by the newly appointed person. If the caveat is discharged, then automatically entered.
it's a caveat file.
I think
Well, not in this case. my lord.
caveat filed by the newly appointed
There's no caveat.
It is,
Oh, there's a caveat file.
may not have been tagged.
Not in your writ petition.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we'll take 10 days time, my lord.
press for 2 weeks time. To file an application for implement of necessary parties. Press allowed list after 2 weeks.
My lord, only with
Respondent number 3 in WPC 5452.
MS,
P. Agarwal.
Learned counsel appears for response number 3 in WBC number
5457 of 2020.
5457 of 2022.
I mean, 4960, 5.
And Mr. H. Amal, learned standing counsel,
UGC for in 4960 and 515.
appears for the. Appears for the.
Oh, yeah, this-
I put a.
And Mr. P. Fugan, learned standing counsel, Guwahati University,
All 3 cases.
appears for the Guwahati University.
my lord, record, I'll
my lord,
record,
only
not exceptional.
You retain the records.
Yes,
my lord, with your lordship's permission, if I make small submission, my lord. In the meantime, let the college authority file their affidavit. That would be better, my lord. In the respect of this appointment.
In the meantime, official respondents are direct to file the respective complaint.
my lord, especially the college authority.
Yes,
I think. Instead of the official respondents, there are lots of official respondents. Because the record is with the college authority.
Okay, in the meantime, the college authorities are directed to file their counter.
Deeply obliged. my lord.
Yeah, please, my lord. In this case, I am appearing for the respondent number 10 and 11, my lord. And pray for 2 weeks time to file my affidavit.
Heard Mr. S. Das Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. What Gautam is it?
Lordship and bottom lordship,
And Gautam, Learned Counsel for the
127, your
one to seven,
I'm for account number 8 and 9.
and MS R Deka, Learned Counsel affairs for respondents, 8 and 9. So, Mr.
DM Nath,
DM Nath, Learned Counsel appearing for respondents,
10, 11,
10 and 11, praise for how much time?
3 weeks time.
2 weeks time to file contract. Praise alone.
All the respondents, my lord. All the respondents are granted 3 weeks time, because main reply has to come from 1 to 7.
Meantime, you file your.
Yes.
16.
May it please, Lordship. I need some time to file an affidavit in this case, my lord. I am for the respondent in this matter.
You are appearing for which respondent?
For respondent number 126, my lord,
IITG.
for IIT, my lord.
My lord, the matter is very urgent one. Because my entire career is at stake since I have been expelled from the IIT.
Yes, then you file your affidavit.
My lord,
How, when can you file your
my
affidavit?
lord, 7 to 10 days, my lord, will file it. We will already received the instructions on
My
this
lord,
matter, my
I-
lord. The case is not as been projected. It appears there were investigation been conducted by IIT immediately.
Whatever it is, you file your affidavit.
7 days, my lord, 7 to 10 days will file. that.
Okay, we'll give you 1 week then. Heard Mr. O.B. Patil and the counsel for the petitioner, Mr. R.P. Kataki,
No, my lord, I am AB Day.
Mr. A.B. De, the standing counsel, IIT,
Yes, my lord, for 1 to 6, for 1 to 5.
appearing for the respondents, 1 to 5
My lord,
is allowed. One week time to file contract
Date में कहीं
on 16th August.
मतलब
17 and 18, order.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, as per office note dated 18/5/23, your lordship. The service is deemed to be complete, your lordship. We had already filed an affidavit, your lordship. Indicating that dusty service is completed with in respect of respondent number 4, your lordship, and respondent number 5 to 7 have already refused to accept the
Where's your affidavit?
lordship. I think it's placed at flag A, your lordship, page 29 to 33. Lordship, the respondents have already filed their wakalatnama and have
May
been
please, your
represented.
lordship. Lordship, I am for respondent number 5, 6 and 7, lordship.
They are already
Lordship,
appeared.
may some time may be given for filing our affidavit, lordship.
You are appearing for 5, 6.
5, 6 and 7, lordship.
And respond number 4.
Lordship, I am not aware.
Okay, heard Mr.
KJ Saikia, your lordship.
KJ Cycle and a counsel for the petitioner.
Lordship, for the short date maybe fixed, your lordship. It's a long pending matter.
Mr.
PJ Doctor.
PJ Datta and a counsel appearing for respond number 5, 6 and 7. No. Place for how much time?
2 weeks, lordship.
2 weeks time to file.
Lordship, but
contract.
date may be fixed, your lordship, as per your lordship's convenience.
things may be granted, my lord.
It's a long pending matter, your lordship. Date may be kindly fixed, your lordship.
Where is the notice on respond number 4?
If, it has been annexed with the affidavit, your lordship.
Para. Oh, don't say that, cancel that. Heard so and so for the please. And how about in the other petition?
Lordship, it had already been listed so many, a couple of times, your lordship, and the service is deemed to have been completed, your lordship. It has already been admitted, your lordship. There are orders have also been passed in this matter, your lordship.
Okay. Then heard Mr.
KJ Saikyal. Okay.
Cycle and counsel for petition. Stop. Peruse the affidavit filed by the petitioner with regard to service of notice on respondent number 4. Stop. The same is accepted to notice on respondent number 4 shall be deemed to be complete. Stop. Mr. PJ Datta, learned counsel appearing on behalf of 5, 6, and 7 respondents 5, 6, and 7 in WBC 7800 of 2017. Praise for 3 weeks time to file contract. Praise a lot. Praise up to 3 weeks.
But if I may pray.
Oblige.
Yeah, we fix the lordship as per your lordship convenience.
30 August.
Deeply obliged.
Oblige.
19.
May I please your lordship. Lordship, in this matter, some time is required, my lord here, my lord. So some time may be granted, my lord here.
Petitioner, he is 56 years old, my lord.
The matter is
He will
under the
retire
discussion of
without
the government,
provincial
my lord
license.
here. Matter is under the discussion of the government, my lord, and he is seeking the provincialization under 2011 Act. Already 2011 Act is struck down by the honorable court.
Heard Mr.
AK
AK
Azad.
Azad, learned counsel for the petitioner.
The use of
German learned counsel appearing for the respondents,
sole respondent.
for the sole respondent. Praise for
3 weeks time, my lord.
3 weeks time.
Looks, my lord.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
It may be fixed, my lord. Kindly that will be fixed.
31st August.
Alright. 20.
Your lordship, I'm seeking adjournment for this matter, as my senior is not feeling well.
Who's your senior?
NJ Khatun here.
May please the lordship, item number 20 and 21 may adjourn for the day, lordship, as engaged counsel Mr. M.R. Khandekar is out of station, lordship. With 20 and 21, lordship. M.R. Khandekar,
20 and
20 and 21.
okay, on request made on behalf of Mr. M.R. Khandekar, learned counsel for the petitioner. This is the matter of 2 weeks.
Obliged.
21 also same one.
Obliged.
Obliged.
22.
Maybe lordship. In this case, by order dated 9/6/2023, it was directed to the respondents to file affidavit. And the secondary direction was directed to produce the records. But no affidavit has been filed.
Yes,
I have received the records, lordship.
are you filing your affidavit?
No, Lord.
You're not filing.
We have directed.
IS Golpara is necessary to file it.
IS Golpara, lordship. Education department, lordship. They will file it.
You're not filing. Yes, you Shama.
Since the matter is coming in order column, my lord, so matter may be come on admission column, my lord, we will file the affidavit in the meantime.
Yes, my lord.
That is fine.
There was a IA, so my lord, lordship was considered that instead of my lord considering the IA, the matter should be my lord disposed of.
Heard Mr. D.A. Kayum, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard MSDD environment, government advocate for the respond number 5.
Yes, sir.
Mr. U Sharma, learned government, standing counsel,
Standing counsel for secondary education department.
secretary education department is allowed how much time?
3 weeks time, my lord.
3 weeks time to file contract with Mr. Matter of 3 weeks in the admission point.
Obliged.
23, hearing.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, I'm standing in for Mr. S.K. Roy. Lordship, due to some urgency, he had to leave the court premises. However, he'll be back in some time.
So the matter may be taken up after 2 p.m., my lord, if possible.
Do I have to wait for the council to, he goes
Mr.
out and
S.K. Roy.
comes back?
My lord,
He goes out of the court premises, comes back, court will have to wait for him.
no, my lord, there's a prayer that like due to some urgency, he had to go out. So if my lord can accommodate, then this matter may be taken up after some,
We'll see after some time.
my lord, must be.
24.
Should leading counsel for petitioner Mr. Priya fell ill suddenly yesterday evening, so lordship kindly pass over the matter.
On request made on behalf of J.R. Boyan, council. At least the matter.
Of the lordship.
Yes. 26.
May I please your lordship? So I am paying for adjournment lordship. My senior is suffering from heart problem lordship.
Who's your senior?
P. Mohanto lordship.
On request made on behalf of P. Mahadal and council.
After 2 weeks, lordship.
Is the matter after 2 weeks.
Of lordship.
But otherwise, this is a decided case, my lord. The coordinate bench of this honorable court has decided.
Of lordship.
27. Twenty-seven.
None appeared for the petitioner when the matter was called on 10/5/2020. Stop. None appears for the petitioner again on 23/5/2020. Today also, when the matter is called up, none appears for the petitioner. Accordingly, the petition is dismissed for non-petition.
28 and 29.
Lordship, in this matter, R. Mujumdar will be appearing. He's on legs on court number 3, Lordship. May be passed over for time.
Cure.
He said that as soon as a court number, he's on legs on court number 3. May I start? May we can start the proceeding. Then when he will come, he can reply it. So what lordship with is a time related to disciplinary proceeding. But there's 2 cases tag with us. Our case is and another case was there. In my case, the petitioner is already expired. Date, and my question is very limited one for retirement benefit. Only question to be determined, in my case, whether the termination order can be given in retrospective date. That is not permissible. That is only my point.
I wanted that the order should be what has happened is in this case, there is a proceeding, earlier proceeding was going on. That was, I was removal from the service.
You are appearing in which matter?
It is 7540,
And who appears in 5044?
7540.
5044.
5044.
You are appearing in the first suite petition.
The defense petition maybe. My item, my petition was 7540.
That's fine.
7540 to 17.
When who appears in the other writ petition?
Other it also is next item is there. The other petition. It is not, I'm not agree on that petition. It is the defense counsel.
That's why I'm asking who is the counsel?
Counsel is Mr. Senior Counsel, Mr. Doctor was there. Oh, yes.
Okay, Datta, you are appearing in this second item.
My lord. And one fact, my lord, I had a conversation with my learned friend, Mr. Nivasili Majumdar, who is the counsel for the Dibrugad University. Lord, he told me that some sort of negotiation is going on. Now, I just told him if so far financially my client is benefited to some extent, they should spell out how much they can give. So if they can spell out that, I can talk to my client. If he agrees, then on that basis could have been materialized. If it is not, my lord, we shall argue the case. Okay. But Mr. Majumdar is not there today. On Lex Court.
Shall we take up at 2?
Yes, ma'am. Better, because he can inform us so what had happened in the meantime. Obliged, ma'am.
We'll pass orders, I think. Call out.
3, 4, and 5 admission.
Lordship, Counsel Bihuga will be on his way. But the opposing counsel is not here.
None appears for the petition. Mr. B. Gogol and the standing counsel head department is present. List of the one.
Much obliged, Lordship.
Very good, no? You know what, we go with no? Yes.
বলে
এই বস্তু 12টা বজাতে পঠাই দিলে যে আগতে কেছটা দিస్తే রাস্তা পূজা ভ্যাকেশন দিতে দিচ্ছে রাস্তা পূজা ভ্যাকেশন লিখিত বাহে বাহ
My learned friend has proposed, Mr. Majumdar. Yeah, okay. Majumdar will come.
Their retirement has been done with a retrospective effect. Had already opined in other cases, and also this honorable court has also held in the Lachit Pathakur case that it cannot be retrospective, it has to be prospective. In case perhaps Mr. Borua's case,
But it has-
he agreed to it.
what they proposed, that is the law. That the termination order, after he cannot be a retrospective, it is prospective. It is a Supreme Court.
Just a minute, let me.
So, my lord, when they were deemed to have retired sometime in the year 2004 per our orders, if I'm not wrong. After litigation, we said we continue to uphold that order. There is no change in the order. So that we cannot do because it will be a retrospective effect.
Our proposal is they accept it from the date on which the order is passed. The petitioner unfortunately has expired in this case, his family is before the court. If we take it to be prospective from the date on which the order is passed, there will be an increase in the retrial benefits, as also an increase in the pensionary benefit in the pension because of the notional increments given due to the revision of pay, etc. And the duration, the time duration also becomes around 12 years more. If they are agreeable to that, my lord, it can be disposed of in that manner.
Yes, that.
By holding the
Petitioner,
Why don't you pass the order?
My lord,
After passing the order, we can dispose of what you said.
my lord,
Mr. Datta.
since
It will
the
get
order,
a-
since the order passed by us is already under challenge, lordship gives me a liberty today. I can tell the
To revoke
department-
the order, revoke the order.
Yes,
and
yes.
pass an appropriate
That we
order.
will need a
1 week
a
time.
liberty. Yes, yes. We'll have it.
That will
That's
give a
better.
fixed date.
In the meantime, my lord, I'll also consult with my client.
Has he given you any proposal?
The
Just
same
verbal,
proposal stands for him, my lord.
verbally, he said.
The same proposal, verbally, my lord, I can give it to him. And in case he accedes to it, then my lord, he can just inform you on the phone. I'll ask the department to pass a fresh
So
order.
are you acceptable? Acceptable? You have no instructions.
So far, I am concerned, I'll just convey to my client. If he agrees to that, my lord, it's all right. Other, if he doesn't, in that case, my lord, I will continue the case.
Lordship has it after 21st on any day on the second last week of August. By that time, I can be informed and I will try that the orders, fresh orders are passed, which can close the issue.
Okay.
and so far my case is concerned, so my case is concerned, the petitioner in before lordship already, earlier he is expert, he is legal hair, we are only concerned with the retirement benefit.
That's
And
what he
therefore,
said.
I'm agree with that proposal. I'm
Let
agree
him
with
come with the order. Let
Yes.
him come with. But Mr.
PP Burma.
P.B. Barol, Learned Counsel for the petitioner in WBC 7540/2017. Also heard Mr. S. Datta, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr.
Yes, that.
S. Datta, Learned Counsel for the petitioners in WBC number 5044/2017. I'm not saying much. Majumdar.
No
Mr.
difficulty.
R. Majumdar, Learned Standing Counsel,
Dibrugarh University.
Dibrugarh University submits that the authorities are considering the case of the petitioners and submits that the matter be listed on
The last week of August, my lord, if it is convenient. 28, 29, any.
You want it on a hearing day or on a?
My lord, can it be earlier to that date, my lord? Because I don't think instruction will take much time.
24th?
All right, my lord, can it be kept as part of, it will get some priority in that.
Submits that the authorities are considering the case of the petitioner and press for some time to enable him to receive appropriate instructions. Prayer is allowed. List the matter again on 24th you want, 24th of
Okay.
August, 2023.
My lord, can it be marked as part of me? In fact, on the last earlier occasion also, it came before your lordship.
Okay, as part of.
God bless.
23.
You can come with the order.
I'll do my best, my lord. If it does not require the approval of the executive council, then I can have it done through the authorities itself. But if they say that it has to have a approval of the executive council, then perhaps we may have to circulate it. It'll take a day more at the maximum. Otherwise, I'll try to have it done. Item number 23, my lord. There was some report called for. So now the DIAS code is actually given by the SSA. It is not done by the Elementary Education Department. They have their own set of councils. Because she takes it up the next week. I can inform them and they can come back with a report if they have one.
SSA,
The SSA has to report on the giving of the DIAS code.
SSA party.
SSA should. It is a part. I'm having someone sent for my.
And my lord, kindly see order dated 4/12/2009.
1 minute, 1 minute. Whether the SSA is a party?
Yes, yes, they are first. They are
Explain number 8,
3. Response number 3 would be also the
3, 8.
3 and 8. Okay, heard Mr.
SK Roy.
SK Roy, Learned Council. Also heard Mr. R. Majumdar, Learned Standing Council,
elementary education.
Elementary Education Department. TRPRI, Bora,
I am for PTC Lordship, 4/5.
and MSS Bora, Learned Standing Council, BTC. Stop. None appears for the. And Mr. Didi Burman, Learned Government Advocate, for response number
6.
6. Stop. None appears for the SSA.
Which number?
Stop. List the matter again after.
A week or 2 months.
Next
After
week?
after 2 weeks. Registry is also directed to reflect the name of the Learned Standing Council, SSA, in the first list.
Already.
In the first list,
Already
name of
sorted.
SSA is.
Oh, it's already, no, cancel that. You can inform my SSA?
Yes.
I'll have to.
Okay. Finish.